Hello my beauties, greetings from Heathrow, London, where I'm stuck overnight with a cancelled flight. So let's use the time to record a video for you. Eye area, forehead area is the focus for today. First of all, if you are doing this in the morning, you have just woken up, you haven't done any stretching, moving exercise, it's always good to wake up what's underneath the eyes, otherwise you cannot get rid of the liquid that is making you puffy. So just the usual, a little bit of activation of the lymphatic nodes that live in this area here. Then underneath the jaw, nice and light, just a wobble, wiggle. Behind and the front the ear, just like that, both sides. I also have lymphatic nodes in the back of the head, so it's good to activate here as well. I've been finding this useful through my treatments recently. Just a bit of that. And then if you are puffy, you could keep your guasha in the fridge. That would be a nice one to do in the morning, or just run under cold water. If you have two, you could do two at the same time, just like that. I'm going to show you with one because not all of us have two tools. So what I'm doing right now is basically pressing excess liquid from my face towards those areas in front of the ear, just like that. Little rinse. Other side. This really helps me if I'm puffy. I was traveling recently to a hot destination and that makes me puffy, so if you wake up puffy in a hot country, it's good to do that. If you don't have guasha, of course, just that action of the hands can do the job for you as well, just like that. Super. Now I'm applying some oil at the area where I'm going to work, which is around the eye and that socket. And I will actually put my headband on to show you the movements in full. So, a little bit of oil. And you do want to have some absorption, but also you do have some oil sitting on the surface, as that's what's going to provide glide for your guasha. That is also a nice one, yeah, to deal with the puffiness already. Just those little taps with your fingers. Now, taking your tool, and we're going to go just on that orbital bone here in a sliding action, and then finish with a little lift on the temporal muscle to also work with a crow's feet as you do that. And we will anchor the muscle around the eye by holding the finger just here where this muscle attaches. It's also a good acupressure point to work with. So sweeping action, holding your tool 10 to 15 degrees, not digging it in at the slightest, so you don't want that, yeah? But also flat maybe is not quite doing the job, so 10 to 15 degrees. Sliding out and up and out. You can do 6 to 10 times. Excellent. And now we're going to do flicks, and the flicks are going to go along the bone, and I'm going to hold, particularly if you're saggy skin around the eyes, holding at the point where your movement initiates is a good idea, supporting the skin. Just that same area where we're just doing the sweeps, you're doing little flicks of your tool. That same line a few times, maybe 3 to 4 times. Super. Other side, anchor, slide, glide, lift. 6 to 10 times. Not forgetting that lift on the temple. Super. Now flex. Super. So there is that. Now we are going to switch over to the upper eyelid. Just a little bit extra oil. I didn't get any to add there in the first instance. Super. And here we are going to do slides and also flicks. So same idea of a long stroke, but we don't want to just go like that. We're wanting to go the stroke that in a way that actually provides a lift to that eyebrow, sort of tucking your tool into the muscle. And the hand on the forehead is obviously providing protection against this this action of the frontalis muscle, of the forehead muscle. So we tuck in, lift, slide all the way. Tuck in, particularly here can be sensitive. Slide all the way in, and please make sure you don't do this with your tool, up and out. Super. And then flicks all along that brow. You can hold, providing support. Super. And then just to finish, circles on the temple. Slide down. And the eye. We're starting with a long stroke, remembering that you need to lift, and also you don't do that towards the middle. Long stroke. Super. Flicks. Provide support so you don't have any loose skin traveling with you for the ride. Super. Little circles. Slide down. Now, I've been traveling, tired, stressed and all that, so you can see those guys here, the number 11s. And we're going to work with those as well. So, anchoring at the bridge of the nose, 45 degrees out. Starting with strokes, you can apply a little bit of pressure. This also is a sensitive area for sure, so pressure, 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 up and out, 45-degree angle, long strokes, and then also flicks on that line. Up and out. You see? Redness? This is sha. This is the heat that guasha is supposed to generate. Anchor, slide out. Anchor, slide out. Anchor, slide out. Anchor, slide out. And then flick. Flick, 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 flick along that line.